Namaste. Welcome, beautiful souls. Just let me check my mic. Make sure that's all good to go. Hello, Clevis, Perry. Nice to welcome back. Really enjoy our sessions. Not that we're interacting, but this is also good for me to get back and teaching a breath class again. Yeah. All right. Looks like sound is good. There we are. So today, for live readings, my process. Most of you know my process. I reflect on astrological information. Good evening, Amelia. Welcome. I look at what's going on with the moon and the environment. I'm just hesitating here. I feel like right now, like this is a time to be a little quieter. This is a time of integration. I'm also starting to really listen to what is happening as Saturn begins to pick up speed in Pisces. Now, Saturn doesn't move very quickly. Saturn on the 4th was 0 degrees of Pisces going direct. So there's going to be a real shift of energy in that regard as we begin to reflect on our Pisces energy. So I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of messages bombarding up against each other, so I would need to be very mindful of listening today. I have chosen a softer deck. The moon is in Virgo. The moon is waning. It just feels like a time to really listen. Now, I say that, and I hope a bunch of the stronger kind of crazy cards in this deck don't show up, but I love the softness of Tarot of the Hidden Realm, and that's what I've chosen to work with today. It also has sort of I love its feminine energy as well, too. Yeah. And then as well, the other piece, and I have not yet fully integrated all of this, but Venus was the ruler of the eclipses. And Venus will be shifting into Libra over the next day or so. And I personally have been moving through a lot in the many relationships in my life. And I just want to caution each and every one of you to take some time to integrate. I think we can all do ourselves a great deal of service by listening right now and being a little bit quieter in every regard. Yeah. So welcome. I'm going to do a reading for the collective, and then we'll get in, pull some cards for you. Saskia, Kalispara, D. Yeah, these are weird times, aren't they? Bonsoir, Burning Dreamer 13. Oh my goodness. I love it when old friends come back. Okay. Virginia. Is that right? Oh my goodness. It's really stretching my memory. It's been a long time since we connected. Helen, hello to you. And also, I want to acknowledge this lovely soul here. Why is that not showing? Terry. Now, Terry so I've been on YouTube, 5 years? I can't remember, 4 years? And Terry was around some time ago. Now, I don't think Terry's here live in this chat, but this is another person that's come back, and it's wonderful to see old faces. Yeah. It's Virginia. Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, so with this deck, I'm going to do a reading. And what kind of a reading am I going to do? This is a good question. I think I'm going to invert the... I'm going to do a cup-shaped reading. It is Scorpio season after all. The cup sort of fits really nicely into a reflection of Pisces and what is funneling into that sign as well too. Okay. Sorry if I'm making no sense at all. You never know how you're going to get me. Okay. This is a reading for the collective on the 7th day of November, 2023. And I'm drawing from the cup pile in the from the first operation, and I'm going to lay out a cup reading, which is a inverted tetractys spread. So those of you that are studying with me may find this particularly interesting. Welcome to Kristen. Okay, let's go like this. And I don't usually do such a big reading for the collective, but I just feel like it today. So pardon me while I back up the camera. This is not at all what I planned. I'm just going to go with the flow here. So in this reading, we are funneling down in a cup shape. And this top row, so when I do this reading, the spread backwards, I am looking at everything sort of integrating into the single card that is on the bottom. So what do we got here? We've got a Knight of Pentacles, a 10 of Wands, a 5 of Wands, and a 4 of Emperor. Okay, this is fascinating. So I pulled a card before I came on, and I was asking, how can I support readings today? What is it that we need to know? And I drew a card from the Shemoneh Tarot, which we're still sort of working on as a deep dive. And so this is also a 5 of Wands, which we have here. This is the 5 of Staves. And I want you to look at what is going on here. So this, I think it's the Prince of Staves. He has the energy coming from right hand. There is energy coming out of his eye, out of his mouth. This is a tremendous utilization of energy. And if you think of the 5 of Wands in this regard, like a very energetic way rather than the way that it tends to get simplified to with many of the RWS decks, so tangled is a great word. It almost feels, this is so funny because this has been something that I've been picking up in so many cards lately, how important focus of energy is. And if we have the discipline to focus energy, we can find its strength, its potential. And if we are scattered, it's really, really hard to find that focus. So I'm just fascinated that was the card I drew before I came on, and then here it is showing up as this sort of melting pot of energy that needs to be focused and will be funneling down into the bottom card of this reading. Then I go to this 10 of Wands. I love this 10 of Wands. It's the kids in this deck really sort of touch my heart deeply. So here, this child, it's been so long since I've read this guidebook, but just let me riff here. This child looks like amber actually that he's holding, but it can be a seed, it can be a golden egg. This child is clutching to this absolute potential within. The thing here is that rather than holding on so tightly, what we need to do is plant that seed. And then look who's next door here. Now, this Knight of Pentacles looks more like he's divining rather than planting. But I feel like this is... there's something coming here, folks. So we have this need to focus energy, right? To plant the energy. What's Donna saying? The downside of focusing on energy is that you begin to learn to pick up on the creator's energy. Mm. Yeah. Okay. And then we have the Emperor. Let's continue to weave here. Let's weave. Let's weave. Life renewed. Very similar sort of image. Six of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Now look at the way that she is. I mean, this is a very unusual Two of Pentacles, the way that it is depicted here, but I want to go back to this idea that if we want something to grow, we need to get clearer about what it is that we want to do with it. I'm really curious what is all down at the bottom, what we are moving towards. Another two, Two of Wands. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. What is weighing on us? So we have another Knight and Seven of Cups. So when I am building this spread backwards and funneling down towards the bottom, which is the Two of Wands energy, this is the gathering. This is the gathering of energy, and perhaps you can look at this shape as the funnel that everything is running through. And this particular combination of cards here, which is Knight of Wands and Seven of Cups, it's like they are the gatekeepers. They are the gatekeepers. And if they don't figure out how to get along, then the water's not going to run through the funnel. So because we want all of this energy to come together and run through, to flow through freely, which is what we want in Scorpio season. We want to be brave enough to let the water run freely. Okay. So why is the Knight of Wands? Why is the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Cups? In what way are they stopping your flow of energy at this time? They are greatly in opposition to one another. The Knight of Wands has a sense of impatience. They want to create. They want to let the dam open and let the water run through. And it feels like that Seven of Cups is quite the opposite energy, like you putting your finger in the dike. Showing my age with these stories. Okay, so here's a question. Why are you afraid to let the water run freely? Why can't you let it go? And then the Knight is like overly expressing himself in that, yeah, I don't want to deal with it. Let's just let it go. So it feels like these two cards are this harmony, this dance of, we need to pay attention here. We need to pay attention. And what if, okay, we don't want to overwater that seed. We want to plant that seed. Sorry, I'm ignoring you because I'm just kind of listening to what's running through this mind of mine. Focusing on the love of the present moment to moment adventure of life, unfolding in the mystery with wonderment and joyous celebration. Always beautiful poetry from Perry. Thank you. Okay, Donna. The Six of Swords is looking up at the Emperor. Two people working with the earth. Two children. Wow, these are beautiful comments. Okay. The reason I chose this deck is for its softness. And there's a few scary cards in this deck. They're very strong energy, and they haven't shown up here. So this is very much in alignment with what I'm this is not about you sitting back and just letting things unfold. There still is a level of responsibility that you, and when I say you, we, each and every one of us must take in the ongoing development and movement of our lives. When I look at the Two of Wands sitting down at the bottom of this deck, and I think about Two of Wands energy, I mean, this is such a joyful card. But if you think of the metaphor of the funnel, the Two of Wands is a gateway. The Two of Wands is an opening up. So yes, indeed, the water will flow and all feels very well here. And there's something else that's coming through, and that is, so Two of Wands is the first card. If you read decanically with the astrology, Two of Wands is the first card of Aries. So it almost, to me, because I've been picking up on this Pisces energy, Saturn going direct, it feels to me as if we have a period of time where we really need to be working with our stuff, and maybe that is for the duration of Scorpio season. This is a reminder to pay attention and to do your work, to do your practices, to not. I don't know why this just feels so important. Have there been people around you? Do you feel like you have been so overwhelmed, you just have raised your arms up and it's like, oh, whatever, there's nothing I can do. I'm just going to chill. Forget it for a while. And what I'm saying here is I don't think that approach is going to work. I still think we have to in a very gentle way, take care of business. More than anything, paying attention right now feels important. And I can tell you and it's going to be interesting to see how this shows up when I start pulling cards for you individually, because I am myself having, and maybe you can relate to this. So there's a scenario with my elderly next door neighbors that is mirroring the scenario with my partner's parents. That is mirroring something with one of my kids. So it feels like, and I think this has to do with Venus moving into Libra, there's going to be an accentuation of your lessons through the eclipses in relationship. And remember, this is about you and your growth. So while it might feel like there are other relationships that are shining things back to you, this is also about you and you stepping forward. So how can you, and this is a new development for you. This is a new seed. This is a new aspect of your journey that is wanting to unfold. This is very important. Very important. And personally, I have to sort of laugh here because I thought that I was done taking care of seniors. And this is showing up again for me. So how is it showing up for you? And what is it inviting you to do? I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but a lot of cards very quickly kind of glossed through. Okay. We'll see if I can weave that into any of your stories today. Would anyone like a card or two? Keep this fellow in mind too. Look at this. I think there's something here that it's almost like he's in the water of Scorpio, focusing energy, finding clarity in that way. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to ramble while until somebody asks a question. Or says they'd like a reading. I have decided I've already put them away. The tea leaf fortune cards, I put them away. And Karen, thank you for your input in that. And also Dee, thank you for your input on that. It's just not the right medium for tea leaf reading. And so I'm going to shift gears Wednesdays in the Facebook group. And I think I'm going to start to unpack the Lux. Is that what it's called? The Lux? Karen, I'll do your reading in just a second. This mysterious deck. I'm going to start to unpack this one, I think, in the Facebook group. I think it's going to be a great deck for the. Do you know what the term satsang means? I kind of want to retitle my Wednesday chats and call them a satsang. A satsang is when you sit together in circle and there's a leader and you kind of weave together the theme and into its spiritual intentions. And I don't know if there's an English word for satsang. Yeah, so I'm going to let the Lux Tarot lead that. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to Karen's question. All right. Let's all hold light, love, healing energy for Karen at this time. Why was I writing about Asclepius yesterday? Like I said, I've had this theme that's been coming through about focusing energy, and I was thinking about Asclepius's rod and Reiki and channeling energy, and maybe there's something to this. Gathering energy. Maybe that's why the cards needed to funnel down today into something. Okay. Thanks, Dee. And Amelia is working with Tiamat. Maybe we can get a message from Tiamat after Karen's reading. Okay. This is a reading for Karen on the 7th day of November, 2023. Okay. I kind of want to, I don't know which way I want to put this card. This is the Page of Swords, Karen. I'm going to draw a couple more. There's something here. And let me zoom in. I won't have more than 3 on the table, so let's do this. Look at the way she's glancing towards the earth. Again, a card of focus. When I look at this in terms of health, there may be some details that I'm really hesitant to recommend health YouTubers. There's been some, I recommend somebody and then I find out that they're not what they're about and things like that. But, wow, okay. So we have 5 of Wands again and 4 of Cups. This is such a, I know this is a Cancer card, but this just feels very, very Scorpio. Okay. So the question is, am I on the right path? One thing that is striking me, notice how all 3 of these cards, the figure in the foreground of the 5, the page, and in the 4 of Cups. I'm so bad about bashing my table, sorry. Are all looking down to the earth. Okay, so let's figure this out. Earth. When I look to the earth, it's a reflection of health. It's a reflection of the physical body itself. So one of the things that I feel, Karen, is my physical body as like a general health. So yeah, there's a certain focus that's been on a certain part of your body that you have been focused on. I know, Dee, I was thinking about that too, like she's actually cutting something out. She's cutting something out, and that could be, I don't feel like this is surgical though. So I'm that it's funny you say that, because it was one of the first things that came to mind, and I was hoping if I started riffing I could get to where I needed to go. So what I'm sensing, and then I just got this major tingle when I said that. What I'm sensing here, Karen, is that by healing your global health, by healing your global health, your whole body, the detail will be taken care of. And this is the reason I'm going in this direction is simply by the way that everybody is focused in the same direction. Everybody's looking down. Everybody's looking to the ground, to the earth, the place where the food comes from, that healing earthy energy. This is just a feeling, Karen. It's just a feeling. So taking good care of all of you in every way, your self-care, the way that you, being good to yourself is, what you listen to. It's funny. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling some very powerful energy. And I feel very emotional right now, too. So, one of the things that some teachers have said over the years is be careful who you hang out with. Like, choose your. If the people you are hanging out with don't serve you, you can cut them out of your life. You know, it's really important, the circles that you hang out in. Okay, I want to let's go back and start here. As if she is planning to remove something close to her with her sword. What could that be? Okay, so we're seeing the same thing. Possibly clearing a path with the sword. Okay. And it's not very often that my emotions overtake me when I'm doing this. Like this feels powerful. Saskia, Page of Swords looks very focused, channeling all her energy to one point. So when you focus on the global picture of your health, remember that, you know, what just came through obviously is important about friends, about the people you hang out with. Why would I say that? Why would I say that? Why am I so emotional? This is crazy. I deserve great health. And there is a discipline that is required. And, you know, sometimes we think, okay, I need to train, you know, I need to walk more, I need to run more, I need to, you know, eat less carbohydrates or whatever it is. It's such a bigger picture than that. So have your head up. Be mindful of everything in all directions that is around you. But it may very well, for some reason as well too, it may be right there, like on your table, on your desk. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Wow. Don't know what's going on with me today. Let's and I can see that you're getting some advice from Donna. Donna's channeling for you. Okay. There was something about Tiamat. Should we get a message from Tiamat? I know Donna got skywriting or something. I saw that. I'm not ready to listen. Okay. That's so funny. Okay, so Virginia would like a reading as well, too. Let's just go through some of these comments. Cutting ties is extremely important for our ability to focus on our own healing process and living with authenticity and empowerment. Yeah. Sometimes we have to pare down things, make our life simpler. Mm-hmm. Because we become the focus. Okay. So I'm not really clear here. Did you want me to pull a couple cards, a message from Tiamat? Meditate and ask your guides to give it to you clearly. Yeah. Um, okay. And I want to honor what Donna just said here. A goddess is only a small representation of source. I'm just trying to remember where or how. And it's been a while since Tiamat has been in my purview. This is a reading to help Amelia find some clarity on messages that she is receiving at this time. This is a goddess oracle. Okay. Okay. Let's start with Demeter and then go from there. I think this might be beyond the scope of Tuesday YouTube readings. Queen of Pentacles, Demeter, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Okay. My throat is I thought I was going to go to the heart, but I'm going to the throat. It feels like it wants to break open. And I would say that your resistance to this message that is coming through at this time likely goes back. And in this lifetime, it could go back to your younger days, teenage years, childhood years. And it has to do with something that you have verbally suppressed. This could be you, this could be within your family. And it's like the reason that it's coming to the surface is that it will wow. Okay. So this is very deep, and we started to unpack this in the chakra class. Okay, so I don't know if this is sexual. I don't know what this is about. This could be something, anything from your moon cycle to an early sexual experience. There is this deep connection between the release of something that was suppressed. So emotionally, it's ready to be verbalized. Emotionally, it's ready to be released. And it feels so thin, like glass could shatter. Perhaps there is a story that you can share this through story. Perhaps there is a niece. Perhaps there is a child, a sister. And in sharing your past that was suppressed, you find your own healing. And so, Donna, there is there's either a sexual or a fertility component to this. And it is likely that it showed up in some way in this lifetime. And this is about reclaiming yourself and standing tall and strong and proud of who you are. I just need to... Donna says, something brought forward stemming from this, and it is time to heal. Mm-hmm. So as part of my work, yes, there is trauma. We all have trauma in past lives, and usually there is a pattern that keeps repeating, and it is told over and over, lifetime after lifetime, until we process this particular issue. And so in this lifetime, it will have showed up in your expression of your femininity. That's why I'm saying this either has to do with sex trauma or your reproductive abilities, or something to do, in the power of your pelvic area. And it's time for that pain to be released. It's like that Ace of Cups is that, that emotion that spills over. Tiamat is the Mother Earth after all. We all are made of her. Yes, we are. We all carry parts of her inside us. Yeah. So my best advice for you at this time is, if you have an opportunity and you feel like perhaps oversharing with a friend, with a confidant, and I feel like with a younger woman, this would be a really wonderful expression and a movement towards a deep healing for you. Okay. So we're kind of on the same page here. Not quite able to pin this down, but it is, and it wants to be expressed. So 5th chakra, 2nd chakra, right? They have this direct link. Yeah, it's possible she walked into your book. Okay. Wow. Big energy. Big energy. All right. Anyone else like a card? Something a little less intense, maybe? Maybe it needs to be intense today. Maybe that's where we are. Hello, Ro. Welcome. Okay. Was there anyone else ahead of Ro that would like a reading? And Ro, if you have a particular focus, let me know. Okay. Well, Amelia, I'm sure that will give you lots to journal about over the next couple of hours. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do some single card draws. So let's go Perry, Virginia, and then Ro. And Katie would like a card as well too. Okay. All right, I'm just going to write that down. So I'm going to go Perry and Virginia and is it Kate or Katie? Katie and then Ro. Okay, so that'll be it for today. Okay, so those four. So the list is closed. Okay, so this is for Perry. And the sensations that I'm feeling are not dissipating, so there's probably something more global to it than just Amelia's story. Wow. I know this is not a Scorpio card, but this feels very Scorpionic. It's the Hermit card. Let's put it on the table. Hmm. 9. Yeah, something's wanting to open in you as well too. Something that's coming to mind was that Demeter card, and Demeter's following Persephone into the underworld, and there's this connection to the hermit. Often in the tarot we see the hermit up on the mountain, but the hermit also journeys into the earth. And the hermit represents this deep inward journey. 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful, divine. 9 is such a powerful number in that regard. And then the Tower. So, before I pulled your card, Perry, I was thinking about you, and as I turned and I laid on my back in the breathing class, I was wondering if you were able to move, or if you were on your bed, or how you were, approaching and set up for the class. And I think that this journey, this awakening for you can definitely be supported through deeper awareness of these breathing classes. This is And you who are so awoke already, one who wanders into her psyche, into liminal space easily, what could this possibly represent? And, I, dare say this is yet another level, yet another awakening. So I want to perhaps take this in a different direction. Oh, you imagined some of the postures. Okay. Okay. The hermit is walking towards the Nine of Pentacles. The hermit is walking towards the Nine of Pentacles. And yet the Tower is there too. Wow. Very. When I had those two cards earlier on at the beginning of our time together, like there's this one, right, with the acorn, and the other one with the little boy with that. It looked like amber, but I think it's also a seed. I want to ask you what that is, and what that is that you want to plant. Is there something that has arisen lately? And I'm asking you this because the Tower energy will help to shatter that open. Has there been some new insight? Has there been a new intention? Has there been something that has presented in your life that is asking you to take something in a new direction? And if so, then it's necessary to act upon that and plant that seed. And sometimes when these metaphors arise, I suggest actually like get, I'm trying to remember his name, your partner. I should remember his name. To go out and to perhaps, oh, okay, so we've got something here. Okay. Now, acupuncture can be very much like the Tower, opening up things that you don't expect to open up. And like I was saying today with the breathing, the full abdominal breath breathing, this can stir up things in ways that you do not expect. And yet, if I read this card from right to left, what is being stirred up and what you are journeying towards is something that's quite fulfilling, perhaps something that you have denied, perhaps something quite unexpected. And so I would read this from right to left as these fae are falling or jumping from the tree and journeying in this direction. That little bird has a message for you as well. I'm intrigued with the bird skull as a at the heart chakra as well too. Okay. I'm going to leave you with that and trust that is enough for this moment. Okay. Virginia. This reading is for a burning dreamer. Virginia. Oliver. Right? Okay. This is for V. Look at the way he's looking at you. My attention was drawn to the anvil, the weight, whatever the heavy thing is on his left. I'm feeling an 8 of Pentacles sort of energy here. In that, I feel like it's okay for you to step back. It's okay for you to step back, and that the way that the 3 of Pentacles is expressing here is in the growth and the creativity, and I'm sensing that you are off in a new direction. This is the Knight of Swords. I'll call this my Legolas card. Oh, and you get the Hermit as well too. So yeah, so you are your focus is being redirected. Your focus is being redirected. If this was, this likely is in work or in something you have aspired to put more energy into for some time. You are you are being led down the garden path. And I have a feeling that someone may have said something to you, to the, whether it was recently or not, that's a pipe dream. That's a why would you put energy into that? But it's something it's going to make you feel a whole lot better. Like giving purpose to your life, reestablishing purpose in your life. So trust that it's okay to do what you want to do and to go where you want to go. You're supposed to be growing in a new direction. Nights always take us where, they always take us back on path, back to spirit. And both the Knight and the Hermit point into this new growth, this new focus. Hi, Doogie. What's up? Amber's here. Amber's here. If you come over here, my friends can see you. Otherwise, I have to unprofessionally pick up my camera and show them how attentive you are. She's just sitting over there, listening to every word. V, I hope in some way that you can find connection with that message. All right. Katie, are you here? The Hermit takes us deep, deep within. Deep into our caves. All right. Katie, did you have a particular focus? Oh, you want to see Amber? Okay. All right. So this is very unprofessional. I'm going to pick up my camera. Okay. Are you ready? Where is she? There she is. Amber. Hi, baby. Hello. Amber. Hello. There you go. Now you see Amber. She's just going to sit there. She'll just sit there until I'm done. Okay. She is gorgeous. I love her. She had her birthday. She just turned 7. Okay. All right, Katie, this is for you. Yeah. Leela. All right. This message is for Katie on the 7th day of November. Messages from her guides. Clearing space for all of that to come through. The energy is just incredibly powerful today. Like my whole body is vibrating. Can you think of a song or a moment that just makes you feel free? Like, I am so safe that I can do whatever. I am safe to do what I want to do. I am safe to express myself the way that I want to express myself, or let's switch this. Sorry. I want you to look at the little Fae in Granddad's arms. How safe she is. Trusting in the power of connection. There's something here about gratitude and completeness and peace. And if you're making any decisions at this time, to know that, just trust that everything is exactly as it should be. There's a couple of songs There's one song called In the Arms of the Angels. May you find some comfort here. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know what all the words are in the song, but something, it's just, know that you are held. Know that you are held. Know that you, it's all well. Hmm. You are free to express yourself. Oh, this is so good. Okay. I'm going to show you these other two cards. And so I've got two more cards here for you. And this is about authenticity of expression. It is safe for you. And we've had a couple of other readings where there's something similar coming through. It is, and in Amelia's reading as well too, it is safe for you to express yourself exactly as you need to express yourself. So look at these two swords cards. And it is so powerful. Was there another reading besides Amelia where this theme was coming through? It is, and we can go back as well too to the whole idea of focus. So it is really important to know that you are held. You are held. And your truth matters. It really does. Going back to Virginia. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. And then the other piece of this, of course, is that Astrid. So Astrid was a fellow yoga instructor. And she used to remind us, I love going to her classes. You know, you become a yoga instructor and it's hard. It's hard to go to other people's classes sometimes. But Astrid, I always loved going to her classes. And one of the things that she had this thing that she said in every yoga class, and that was, in this moment, right here, right now, feel the energy of all those that are around you, because this unique group will never be together again. There's a power to this connection in this moment, in this time. And so be grateful for that. There's a reason you all have gathered in this moment. All right, and the final message today is for Ro. With Leela watching over. tell you another story. So my partner's 15-year-old Labrador retriever, he had to put the dog to sleep about a week and a half ago. And last night there was a large deer, a stag, I guess. They're just regrowing their horns, their antlers. Sat down on his front lawn in the place where, I'm going to cry, in the place where Radar's doghouse was. And I went in, we had a cup of tea and a chat and played a game of crib. And I came out and that deer was still sitting there. Why am I telling you this? I have no idea. It's a good story. Okay, final message today is for Ro. Love this card. You know, the metaphor of the dandelion is so powerful. Yeah. And notice how she has a dandelion, what do you call it? Like a dandelion wreath crown, a dandelion crown. And then she holds the dandelion at another stage at her mouth, ready to blow the dandelion spores in every direction. Thank you all for these beautiful messages about our animals, friends. Thank you, all of you. So, Ro, I'm feeling like this this energy wants to be scattered in every direction. The crown of dandelions, it won't last long either, right? And I don't know if you were here at the beginning with that initial reading for the collective that was kind of all over the place, but there is a seed that is ready to be planted. Spirit wants us to plant a seed right now so that it can grow. And perhaps it wants to be planted in the deep and the darkest place. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. All those the hermit cards. Moon. So we have 10, major. We've got 3 majors here. Okay. All right. So, yes, this seed wants to be planted in the deepest and darkest place, so that it can grow and transform. So what part of your journey have you avoided poking? This is a moment in time where you have a moment, a window in time that is ripe for, and maybe you scatter the seed, maybe you plant the seed, but it bumps up against something that is deep, that is dark, and it's ready for transformation. And you know, Ro, there is a sense of freedom that is attached to it. Is there an old friend? Is there... I'm just looking at that shadow dance card, and does anybody know the movie? It's a Meryl Streep movie. I'm a bit of a Meryl Streep fan. She gets together with her ex-husband, and at some point in the movie, she goes to see her therapist, and because she wants permission to have an affair. And the therapist says something to the effect of, you know what, Jane, this is the healthiest I've ever seen you, and just let go. Just let go. That's his message. And so that's my message for you is to let go. Because when we let go, we let God. And I don't know if this is about having an affair, but this is about letting go. And not only do we let go of the dandelion seed, we let go of the suffering that the holding on has caused. And so from this message, just sit in silence, sit in contemplation of what you no longer want to hold on to. Express yourself exactly as you have been wanting to express yourself. Do you see the weavings of several of these messages today? Okay, thank you all. Any final words or final thoughts from the crew here? It's been a pleasure to, I won't say it's been a pleasure, it's been very energetic reading today. I'm okay. Yeah, of course I'm okay. I'm going to go out into the forest and walk with Amber. So, Ro, please know this is only touching at the surface. And in order to build in the connections with all of this, just know that all of this is woven together, and there is a reason for everything, and there is an unfolding that is happening at this time. And so be very kind and gentle with yourself as you navigate through this, and same to all of you. Be really kind to yourself. Take good care of you. You are really important. You are the most important person in your life. Yeah. Namaste.